I am happy to say that I am in my house in the Philippines, and I could not be happier. House is a mess because we're in the process of moving in. We got construction going on in both the bathrooms because they're getting the showers together. They've been tiled for a while, but all the shower equipment and stuff like that and the faucets, they're just sitting there. So they're getting installed. They started installing them yesterday. It's going to be finishing up today and tomorrow, I believe. They said maybe 4 days, which, not a big deal. Looking forward to taking a warm shower because the cold one that I took last night was great and it wakes you up, but not something I would like to be doing long term anyways. So yeah, I'm gonna walk everyone around and show you what's going on, and I'm just being transparent because that's how I am. I'm not interested in running around making sure everything is fake and saying it's perfect and it's completed. I mean, I could do that, but that's not really who I am. So I'm just showing you guys the real situation. So I mean, we're back here in the Philippines. That's the part that matters to us. We are officially in our house because it's livable. We had the we had the fridge and the stove and the bed dropped off yesterday, and then we started having the guys bring in all of our household items because we had them shipped over to our parents' house and they were sitting in her old bedroom. So we had those brought in yesterday. So we have a big project. The house is filled with boxes. Took out the new appliances, and we got those boxes lying all over the place, and things like that. And the bathrooms are only halfway put together, and we actually have construction going on in the outside of the house as well, because anyone that knows about Odette that came through the typhoon, it did some damage to our house. So I have to say I'm blessed. I mean, I was so grateful and lucky at how little it did to our house compared to everyone around us. I mean, people lost their entire homes, ripped the complete roofs off of their houses, and flooded. So I mean, for us, we lost the gutters on one side of the house. Roof was 100% intact. No, one window was broken. No flood damage. Don't get me wrong, like the gutter was dangling on the side. So I mean, we have some things to repair that are minor, but I mean, in the grand scheme of things, compared to what a lot of people went through, me having to replace a couple gutters, which are already pretty much repaired and done, I can't complain. So I mean, I feel very lucky. It could have been very expensive and very complicated, and even slowed down our plan of moving in, because we were planning on being in here in March, and we are. So I mean, the gutters were actually done before we even got here. They're pretty much done. They're all up there. We just got some cosmetic repairs so they look a little prettier, but that's small in the grand scheme of things. And then we had a little bit of damage. So you can see down there, it ripped some of the roofing off of the garage. So it took off, I want to say it was like 6 panels, and they flew away. But I mean, the car wasn't here, so it didn't do any damage to a vehicle, and we just lost the roofing material, which was extremely cheap. So we picked up extra pieces 2 days ago when we were in the city, had them delivered yesterday, and the guys put them in first thing. So again, I mean, I'm grateful. Losing a couple roofing panels over the garage, and a couple gutters on the house, I mean, that's nothing compared to what a lot of people went through. So I'm very, very grateful on how that went. So I'm going to get down here, and again, just showing you guys what it's like right here, right now, when we're in the progress of moving in. So I mean, it's not the most beautiful thing, so I could make it look beautiful and say, oh, we did everything today, but that's not who I am. So I mean, I'm just going to show you guys what it's like. For anyone that hasn't watched this channel, I moved out here from Chicago to the province. So we are in the Philippines. That was a dream of mine. I've been here over 10 times on vacation, and I actually lived in the Philippines for a year back in 2001. So I know the culture. I never liked leaving whenever I was here for a couple weeks on vacation. So my plan was to get back here as as soon as possible permanently, which is a plan that I came up with and I stuck by it. I mean, I really cut back on everything, but you look at what you need in life and what's important, and most things were just crap that I didn't care about, so I just kept putting more in savings. I was living in a small one bedroom, and everyone, or my employees, co-workers and employees were kind of laughing like, why aren't you buying a big house? And they would be in, $500,000 to $1 million houses with Porsches in their driveway, and I'm like, no, I have a dream. Like, I want to be retired and relaxed and over there when I'm 40. And creating debt and buying crap that I don't need, that's not going to get me there. It's really not. So anyways, here is the construction right now of the house. We have the how do I explain this? So we have an awning going up because it was raining and we kept getting water inside of the patio, which is down there, and then the gym is on the other side of it. So I have a workout area on the other side of that. And as you can see with the house construction, the gutters, which is pretty much now all repaired, and they're just finishing up everything for that. Then I got some solar panels here over on the ground because they were actually in one of the first ballot buying boxes that I opened up. Nothing crazy, but I put in a few solar panels into every one of the boxes that I sent over so that the first 10 boxes I would have everything I need. So there's only a few over there, but I'm going to let them charge in the sun all day. So then we'll have motion at night and the lights will kick on. Some of them are just for the walkway over there. They're going to go from the the gateway, over to the patio area. And the other ones are going to go around the pool, which we have all the pool tile, and the pool looks good. However, Odette ripped the pool cover off and took it I don't know where. That being said, so the pool now has water in it, has a little over a foot of water in it, and it's green. So it's not something I'm going to bother showing everyone. So we'll have it drained, I'm hoping in 2 weeks, maybe a little less, maybe a little bit more, because it's really not a priority. I can walk to the ocean, but we're going to have that drained. We already have the pump for it, and then once that get drained, then we're going to have all the tile put in, which again, I already have all the tile, so it's not really the end of the world. And we got some tarps hanging down over here only because they're welding up all of that, so they're just kind of protecting it from the rain a little bit. I wish they did it a little different, to be honest with you guys. That's not how I would have done it, because there's already surface rust on the welds. So I told them to leave them be. I'm going to grind them all down myself and repaint it, but that's not the point. My hand weight's delivered, so I can't really do a lot of exercising, but I do have basic weights, so I can do a little bit. So yeah, let's take a walk in the house now and look around. So first we have the power washer or pressure washer over here with the hoses next to it, and some random cleaning stuff and yard equipment. I had that dropped off because I want to have the whole house power washed, so it looks a lot cleaner. We got some boxes delivered. That was our kitchen table from last night, which is big and fancy. We got the air conditioners sitting over here. They're supposed to be installed on Tuesday. And here is one of the showers that's been sitting down here for a while. There's the rest of a lot of the boxes. And let's see, I'll try to show you guys how big that archway is when I'm standing in here, but it's a lot bigger than you would think it would be. So there you have a bunch of more boxes that were delivered. I opened up 3 of them yesterday to get some basic tools out of them, because I want to put in all my locks. And here's the kitchen, how it stands. So like I said, we had the fridge dropped off, we had the stove dropped off, the sinks and the cabinets are there. Here's the other cabinets right over here that are going to go up above. We kept going back and forth on how we were going to lay those out, and doing it in a picture is just not the same. So there's the curtains. I got to finish hanging those up, but I wanted to record this before the construction guy showed up. Microwave was dropped off, the hood for above the stove, and that is all the pool tile. So like I said, that will be installed in not too long. I'm hoping 2 weeks, might be less, might be a little more. So it was tough. I was trying to find an all-electric stove because we actually have the solar company coming in next Friday. Here is the large back tile that's going to go around the kitchen right over there, so it's not going to look so hideous. It's going to be black tile, and there are 2 of the countertops, so this will be a breakfast bar, and then there'll be the other granite slab behind it, and then there's actually 2 more granite slabs. They're actually out there in the patio, so we have 4 of those total. I think we might need 1 more, but that's a little premature. I can't say for certain. There's my office, so it's just random stuff. I get the curtain sitting there. Gonna have to get that put together, but of course that's not a priority. And my wife and everyone kind of laughed, but they did agree that it was a good idea. So I picked up all my locks in the US, and then I brought them with me in my luggage. So I had them here, and I can get them installed today. I'm the only guy with the keys, and my fingerprints open them. Every buy-in box that I sent over 1 mouthwash, some soap, some toothpaste. So when I knew that we got here, we were good to go. This room is full of some of our luggage. That's a bed that we're gonna she wants to save it or give it to someone, which is fine. Oh, we did have the water cooler dropped off yesterday, which was great because these things of water, which are large, it cost me 20 peso. So as opposed to buying tons of little bottles for 25 or 40 peso, you're buying one large one, and that gives me cold or hot water. So I'll quickly show everyone the bathroom, but honestly, it's not very pretty. So there it is. It's a lot larger than it looks. I'll show you guys more because, like I said, the contractor's going to be here today. They're putting up the shower. Both our showers are heated upstairs and down. The glass is done. The toilet's in there. The sink is in there. They just got to wrap up the plumbing. I went to bed at almost 2 a.m. because we're trying to get everything done in the house. So retirement feels like I went from working 60 hours a week, 80, but that's all right because I'm in the Philippines and I couldn't be happier. So thank you for watching, and a lot more videos to come.